I don't know, 40,000 behind me, 30,000.
Nice. What kind of tacos did you eat for breakfast?
Oh, wow. The audio's going to get bad there.
I think so. The song is starting. I wonder if you ate dog tacos.
And
did you?
we lost him.
That was awesome, though.
That was Al, our station photographer. He's down there at Ozfest, isn't it?
Is it Ozfest in California?
I think so.
No, I didn't think it was. It was the Deftones he was watching right before he went crazy. It could be Ozfest. I
forgot where the hell he said he was going.
California, I think.
Yes, it was definitely California.
From there?
From there, yeah. I don't know either.
L.A.
I was wondering what kind of tacos he ate. That was my big thing. Because if I go to California, I'm eating lingua tacos.
You can get those here.
Yeah. I've eaten them here with the tongue skin still on them. No,
I like
yes.
cunny lingua.
Okay.
That's just my thing.
But not in a taco.
Yes, in a taco.
I think you like cunny lingua. The pink taco.
Yeah,
yes, I think he likes the pink taco.
I think we knew where he was going there.
No, I don't think you knew where he was going.
Yeah, I did.
I don't think you really
Yeah.
I was an early bloomer, trust me.
I don't think you were an early bloomer.
I was.
I don't really believe that.
That's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. I just think that your Halloween costume was fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. I would have never come up
honored
with being a used car salesman for Halloween. I just thought that was the greatest costume of the week.
I didn't even think about it.
That's the thing. I know that you didn't.
Put something on.
I know that you didn't. You had.
I have a closet full
of
of
the micro
shit.
fleece zip up and the button shirt. I was like, man.
Wow, micro fleece. I've always called it a liner.
Here the fuck I come as Clint Eastwood.
That's
and lose.
That's without an N.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Clint Eastwood. Yeah. And it was just so like, and Johnny IROC is Howard Sperm. That was hilarious. Johnny Sperm and the Dingleberries. I seriously watched that over and over again. I was just laughing my fucking balls off.
All right. We're live on 3 different video platforms right now. 2 of them on Facebook, the Hard Rock Radio Network, worldwide page, our local page.
Nice.
And we're on YouTube right now.
The YouTube, yeah.
So for God's sake, don't pick your nose.
Whenever you're watching a video
nuts.
and your old lady doesn't like it, you know that it's good. Yeah. My old lady was like, you guys are retarded. I'm like, man, oh man, that is the good shit right there.
No kidding.
You know what I'm saying?
I got the same thing.
I'm just saying, like, yeah. Oh, you got the same thing?
Yeah, my buddy in Abilene, Texas said, you guys are ugly as hell and you're retarded.
And retarded.
I'm like, kick ass, thanks.
I mean, have you ever watched Jackass?
Well, yeah.
Over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're not doing anything like that. I'm just saying, like, but when you see stuff like that, you're like, that is funny, you know?
Yeah, I've always thought of this show as a modern day video and audio version of Beavis and Butthead with a whole bunch of technical and licensing bullshit.
Yeah, with a little of bad grandpa shitting up the wall in the cafeteria.
Yeah, that's just for right on the head, you know,
entertainment, you know.
And then like I see there's a little Howard Stern in there, you know. There's a little of those shows I can't stand. I'm a lawyer.
There's a little Howard Stern and a lot of women out there.
No, there's a whole lot of sperm in women out there. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. There's a lot of sperm. You go over to Walmart and there's just pregnant women everywhere. You're like, you let a guy spooge in your hole?
What?
What's wrong with you?
All right, here's your little public service announcement from the Hard Rock Radio Network. Don't forget to set your clocks back. That's clocks with an L, ladies and gentlemen. Daylight savings time ends at 2 a.m.
That's
tonight.
Fun.
Well, Sunday morning, tonight, whatever. So set your clocks back an hour for those of you who it affects. For those of you it doesn't affect, well, start drinking more beer then.
Well, there's people in Arizona.
Yeah.
There's people on the East Coast, too.
And our
East
lovely...
Coast that don't do the...
Yeah, there's East Coast places that don't do the time
Indiana used to be.
Indiana? I think they still are.
Are they?
It's the dumbest goddamn thing I know.
Is.
It just is.
We played a gig once, and we were in a place, and we're like, oh, the time's gonna change, and whatever. We're going on at midnight. And they're like, no, the time doesn't change here. I'm like, oh, really? They're like, when you go over there, when you go yonder, it's gonna be an hour difference. We're like,
best thing I ever saw was one of them
Indiana
stupid Facebook memes from an Indian that says only the white man could think he could cut an inch off the top of the blanket and sew it to the bottom of the blanket and make it longer.
Oh, God.
It doesn't work that way.
So true.
The sun comes up when it comes up and goes down when it does. And whatever number you decide to put on it is just totally frickin' arbitrary and does nothing but annoy people. So
let me just, all right. So,
sundial. Bitch, go back to sundial.
Okay, so you know what Stonehenge is, right? And that's just like something that crazy white people built like thousands of years ago. Yeah, we didn't worry about the hour of time change. We knew when the summer solstice began and the winter solstice began.
Yeah.
We didn't think, oh, we're so great, we're going to change the time.
Stonehenge don't do no damn daylight savings time.
Yeah, we're not changing the fucking time.
The Aztecs didn't do it either.
Yeah, well,
I've been to Chichen Itza where they have the same thing where some of the monuments
Pumapunku.
The places are lined up.
Pumapunku.
Well, the whole thing is...
Pumapunku?
Well, they're all lined up off a parallel, and they're all lined up to the sun for
Jerry,
seasons.
I so agree with you. And if it was before 2012, 12, I would have been over there like, yeah, they know what the... Yeah, I was ready for the world to end, and you know what happened?
Well, no one knows.
The Hard Rock Radio Network happened. Did you think that the Aztecs
Well, it's
knew
nothing but downhill from here.
the Hard Rock Radio Network was coming? No. If they were so fucking smart, they would have been like, the Reverend Hellbilly and the Johnny IROC, and those guys are going to be on the radio.
If the Aztecs were all that, they wouldn't be extinct.
12. I was ready for the world to end.
Well, the Aztecs are gone.
Is this one of those
The Aztecs are gone.
I'm the only one that's glad they don't smoke weed.
Let's not talk about the weed smoking. We have a huge news story coming up on the Effed Up News about a whole shitload of weed.
Yes. Actually, we have multiple stories about
it's a crime.
That stuff.
I think it's
a crime.
A crime against man.
Yeah. It's a crime that it's illegal.
I'd like to remind everyone that this broadcast is brought to you by Verley's Pro Moving.
Oh, Verley's Pro Moving.
Affordable, professional insured movers in Illinois.
And they're bonded.
And
they
you're
can
not.
Move.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
And they can move almost anything from your house, including spaceships. If you listen to the station, you've heard our commercials before.
God, I wish they could get the crap out of my crawl space.
You can contact them at 815-202-3750.
That might take a backhoe.
Again, 815-202-3750.
I'm just saying, I got like all this stuff. I had to downsize into my house. I hate it.
Oh yeah.
God, yeah.
All right, you guys want to roll with that? You want to do the? Let's do the joke first.
We're doing the joke first, and then we're going to do the effed up news.
Well, you're switching.
We're going to run it all together if you want.
Okay, are you going to have the intro for the effed up news today?
Or is there an intro for the joke either?
I've got both.
Okay, that sounds great.
Was you going to actually play one of them and then let us know?
Oh,
see,
honky, please.
And now the Great American Joke Off, powered by HRRNRocks.com. And here's Biker Jerry website to submit a joke of your own, and it may get read on the air, which you will win absolutely nothing. All right, give us that joke, Jerry.
All right, this is a long one, and I'd apologize, but I don't really fucking care. You got to listen. My parents told me I could name my new pet dog anything I wanted to.
Oh, shit.
Well, since I was 5 and a mischievous little boy, I decided to name the dog Sex. It seemed funny at the first time, because till you understand all the confusion it's caused in my later life. Like today, I went to the town hall to get a dog license for Sex. The clerk asked me what I wanted. I told him I needed a license for Sex. He said, I'd like to have one too.
Yeah.
He said, then I don't understand. She's a dog. No, look, man, I don't care how she looks. He said, no, I've had sex since I was 5. Hey, well, you must have been an early bloomer. When I decided to get married, I told the minister I wanted to have sex at the wedding. He told me I'd have to wait till after the wedding. I protested and said that sex had been a big part of my life, and I didn't want to go through something this important. You know, my life had revolved around sex, and he said he didn't want to hear about my personal life. After my wife and I got married, I took the dog with us on the honeymoon, and we checked in the hotel. I told the clerk I needed a room for my wife and one for sex. She said, every room in the hotel can be used for sex. I said, no, you don't understand. Sex keeps me awake at night. She said, yeah, me too. Then my wife and I separated. We went to court, fight for custody of the dog. I told the judge that I had had sex before I was married. He said, me too, and grinned. One day, my dog Sex and I took a walk, and he ran away from me. I spent hours looking for that dog. Policeman came by and asked me what I was doing in the alley at midnight. I said, I'm looking for Sex. My case comes up next Tuesday. Now that I've been thrown in jail, married, divorced,
Holy fuck.
and had more trouble with that dog than I ever imagined, I'm in counseling. My psychiatrist asked me what my problem was. I said, sex has left my life. It's like losing a best friend, and I'm so lonely. He's like, look, you and I both know that sex is not a man's best friend. Why don't you just get yourself a dog?
If you want to submit a joke, you can do it on our website, hrrnrocks.com, and if we read it live on the air, you may win something. We may send you a koozie or something like that. It depends on what we have.
That was a good joke, but it was really long.
It was.
It is very long, but very, very funny.
And the thing is, you were like telling me like that song that I wrote, like Tonight I'm Gonna Drink Your Wife Away, was too much.
Yeah.
If that's too much, what is that?
That's okay, because
It's too much.
it was his dog. It's okay.
Sex. So for the fucked up news, I'm ready to go. Johnny Irock's going to give me an introduction, and I am going to go, and you are going to hear some really, really effed up news.
Alrighty.
Happening here in the Midwest.
And now, Reverend Hellbilly with the fucked up news on the Hard Rock Radio Network.
At the top of the hour, a 19-year-old Chicago man shot himself in the penis. Yes, Tehran Ponce shot himself in the penis. Yes. He was remanded at Christ Hospital on Thursday a.m. recovering from an injury and missed bond court hearing on 2 counts of armed robbery. Tehran Ponce was arrested at the Oak Lawn Hospital, where he was found slumped over on the steps of a home. At 6 a.m. on Halloween, Tyrone Ponce entered a hot dog stand, pulled out a .38 caliber, and put it to the head of a 39-year-old employee and demanded cash.
Wait a minute. This dude held up a hot dog stand.
Well, you want to shoot yourself in the dick when you're robbing a hot dog stand, and
Okay, go ahead.
The victim had been passing a bucket of grease over the counter. As he passed the bucket of grease, Tyrone demanded the wallets and sack of singles from the 2 employees. As they were handing over...
You said sacks.
These 2 sack of singles.
I'm just going to tell you, it took me an hour to do this because I had to rewrite it after I did it the first time. As the victims were handing over the bucket of sacks, they tipped over the bucket of grease. The bills went flying, and Tyrone went grabbing as the dollars flew on the floor. Still pointing the gun, Ponce stopped over to collect the cash. Then Tyrone Ponce stuck the weapon in his waistband, at which time he pulled the trigger and shot himself in the penis.
Wow!
Yeah.
What a dumb son of a bitch.
Why would you have your finger on the trigger of a gun as you're sticking it near your penis?
That's something you do only once, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure his gangbanging days are probably like over.
Well, the one thing I'm going to say is I hope he only does it once.
Wow.
Tyrone, one of the victims.
Tyrone.
No.
Is it?
His
I don't
name
know.
is Tyron Ponce.
I thought it was Tyron. I might have heard it on the.
Tyron.
And they came to take it away.
I can spell it for you, Jerry.
I know how to spell it.
Terrion. Tyron.
Yeah.
Just because those people can't read the news. One of the victims began to wrestle with him and tried to run away. Surveillance cameras stopped Tyrone Ponce stumbling down the street before collapsing. Yeah. So you tried to rob somebody, you shot yourself in your cock. The Mexican guy tried to kick your ass afterwards, and then you're trying to run away. And where do you think you're going, Tyron? Seriously, when you shoot yourself in the dick, you should just stop running, take the gun out, put it on the ground, and say, please come arrest me and take me to the hospital as soon as possible before I lose 4 quarts of blood out of my penis and die.
And that's the first edition.
The police recovered the wallet, the money, and
God.
the .38 caliber pistol at the hospital as they arrested.
This is like the longest newscast,
Tyrone.
but
it's
it's fucking worth it because who the fuck does this? And this is not fake news.
No, that
this
is not.
actually happened.
That is
Unfortunately,
real.
it's actually
That is real.
fairly local.
Chicago.
Which is
Yes.
Yeah,
It's only a
within
few
100 miles
away.
here, yeah.
Yes. Yesterday, November 3rd, 1960, Merle Haggard was released from San Quentin Prison. Excuse me. Did you know if you run the bacon under the cold water before you cook it, it will reduce the shrinkage by 50%? I really thought if you ran anything under cold water, it shrank by 50%.
I was in the pool.
It shrinks by 250%.
That's what I'm thinking. So Taco Bell recently hinted on Twitter that they might start serving fries. They said they were experimenting with ideas like loaded fries. Mark Hopkins of Blink-182 said he started it with tweets on how Del Taco was better than Taco Bell because they had fries. Fries would be nice at Taco Bell because, like, I'm really drunk right now and I'd like to go to Taco Bell and get, like, some, like, fries with, like, cheese and meat all over them and shit. That would be fucking cool.
Taco
like nacho
John's,
fries.
I would be in.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if we could go to Taco Bell
He
right
wants
now.
nacho cheese.
Taco fries. Do you know in Canada they have 4 different kinds of fries they sell right now?
What's that?
Poutine?
Oh, they have like they have a poutine fries, they have a nacho fries, they have a regular fries, and then they have some other kind of like nacho gringo fries.
Really?
Yes.
I know a place that does bacon,
Yes.
cheddar.
So this next story comes from the UK. Adele Smith, 28, had 2 paw prints tattooed on her bare breasts 10 years ago. And she claims she hasn't had a good relationship since she did this tattooing. Some males in her UK town have dubbed her, "Hey, paw tits."
What?
Hey, paw tits.
Paw tits?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
paw
PAW.
Yes.
tits?
She did this in a tribute to her Newfoundland Max. And I don't know if you've ever seen Newfoundlands before, but they're like Great Danes.
Yes.
Like maybe even a little bigger than Great Danes with like a lot of hair.
Right.
These are big dogs, like
Yes.
180-pound dogs.
Apparently they're close.
And she had some big tattoos on her titties. The tats are 4 inches by 8 inches in circumference. And the cost of them was 100 pounds of tattoo, and she put them right on her boobs. And she's crying, of course, because she's a snowflake. You know, oh, wait, put these on. Yeah, why don't you put them on the cheeks of your ass so when I'm fucking banging you from behind, I can see them. Anyway, so now she's in the process of removing these tattoos, and the cost is going to be 1,000 pounds. As opposed to the 200 pounds she paid to get the tattoos, now she's got to pay 1,000 pounds to remove them, and it's going to take about 18 months.
Well, the good thing, though, is that during the time she's getting all the pain from the removal, maybe she'll come to her senses.
Yeah, I think this is her problem.
It's tax for being stupid.
She has a big cherry on her neck, tattooed. So I really don't think that the 2 paw prints are stopping her. She's probably got something tattooed on the side of her face at some point, too.
Who knows?
Yeah,
It's probably not great stuff either. But
In Lakeland, Florida, a 50-year-old woman, Donna Byrne, was arrested for a DUI while riding a horse.
This whole live thing.
oh, that happens all the time.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah. There's been. It's even happened. They either charge him with like cruelty to animals or something. Or like DUI, and depending what state you're in, you can.
Strangely,
She was in Florida.
It's much more frequent than you would think.
In Florida. Her blood level was 0.161.
Ooh.
So regular drunkenness when you're driving.
Just over twice the legal limit.
Just over twice the legal limit. And there were several calls to 911 to report her riding her horse down the road while she was intoxicated.
How do you, here's the question I have. How do you drink that much or more and stay on the horse without just...
Maybe if you grew up riding horses, you're used to it. Maybe it's more of a muscle
like
memory thing, not a brain.
I seen the picture of her. I think she was born from a horse.
Really?
She was, yeah. Did you ever see the movie Monster? When I seen the picture of her, I was thinking, oh, is that the lady from Monster? I'm like, no.
What was her first name again? Winnie?
Donna Byrne.
Oh, I thought it was Winnie.
Donna Byrne.
You're thinking of Whitney Houston.
In local news, I don't know if Al's still on the phone over there, but we had a big story here in local news. Stephen A. Graves, of 62 years old, of Olympia, Washington, was charged with unlawful possession of cannabis with intent to deliver, a Class X felony. He blew a red light, failed to signal at a turn on north end of Peru near 251 and 38th Street.
Oh, this is local.
Yes, I said that.
Very local.
When the police pulled him over, they had a funny, strange aroma smearing from the car, so they thought maybe we should bring the K-9 unit in. And the K-9 unit found 29 pounds of marijuana. 29 pounds of marijuana in his car. Listen, when you got 29 pounds of marijuana, you might want to smoke a little so you can slow down at the red light and put your signal on. Because normal people, when they drive high, don't blow red lights and not use signals.
No, he's doing something else.
Yeah, we're so freaking...
Stay off the meth while you're delivering the weed.
We're so high, we're like, I'm following every rule there is. Like when I had the 9-pound hammer.
You wait for the...
There was not a traffic incident that happened after I smoked the 9-pound hammer. Let me just tell you that.
Not only wait for the green, but the proper shade.
That was even past, like, go ahead in front of me. It's all good. And he's 62 years old. When you're 62, you think you know how to drive a car with marijuana in it.
So you're telling me a 62-year-old man was arrested locally for having 29 pounds of pot in the city of Peru?
He was not a local person.
He was not a local person.
No, but it happened locally here.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it was blocks away from here at the radio station.
I think it was somewhere near John's other apartment is. I'm not sure.
I have no idea about that.
I think he's.
But
getting
when
to
you're
something.
62 years old and you have 29 pounds of marijuana in the car, this is what I said the other day. I said, Jerry, I'm not worried about the younger generation. I'm worried about the older generation because they seem fucking stupid as shit. 62.
Well, I give you that one.
What was it last week? A 63-year-old man spray painted a bunch of swastikas all over things in Streeter. So
that was strange, too. And he got arrested three times in a row.
3 times in a row.
3 times in 15 hours. That's a record.
That is a record for Streeter.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, the guy on Facebook said
that really a record for Streeter?
The guy on Facebook said he got arrested twice in 10 hours.
Well, saying it's a record's impressive, but a record for Streeter, that steps that shit up a notch.
Keep your Peter out of Streeter. You know who used to live in Streeter?
Oh.
The guy on that other station that lives over there that has a big bag of cocks in his mouth?
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Oh, no.
No, the guy at the station with the big bag, the guy that said, oh, you didn't get your bag of cocks in here?
Yeah, I'm not aware of that. I think I've heard
You're not aware of that. We've been working on that for months on this station.
The guy that this was
I just don't recall
made for.
Here, listen.
I'm listening.
Giving you a big dick in the morning. Classic shit 103.9. That's that guy. That's
that guy.
Not the guy's voice, because that was me, but... All right.
That was the fucked up news, though.
Yes.
It was.
And I did a good job on that. I got to say that right now. Yeah. None of that was fake news. That was all the real shit right there.
Thank you, Reverend Hellbilly.
You're welcome.
And now
Thank
we're
you.
going to go to our national network news.
It's the Onion Radio News. LaSalle, Illinois still awaits a much-fabled drug shipment. This is
Thank
Doyle
God,
Redland
I'm
reporting.
so hard up.
Weeks have turned into months as residents of LaSalle, Illinois look anxiously forward to a long-discussed drug shipment from Mexico via St. Louis. Talk of the shipment began in August, and incredible tales of this amazingly potent primo grass have sustained the substance-abusing community. Resident stoner William Osala.
My cousin up by Bloomington smoked some, and it knocked him on his ass.
Meanwhile, the people of LaSalle plan to continue smoking the same nasty ditchweed and shake they have grown accustomed to over this long, dry spell.
So true.
Doyle Redland for the Onion Radio News, online at theonion.com.
And I believe that's what happened to your shipment, City of LaSalle residents looking for that weed. I think the City of Peru nailed it and snatched it up from you.
It was diverted all the way to Washington.
Thank God my dealer's in jail right now, or I'd be really upset.
No doubt. All right, we're going to move right along. You got something you want to hear? Text it to us, 815-495-5070.
I want to hear some.
Well, we got that coming, too. The way to listen to this station on the actual streaming station where you can hear the music, because we can't do it live on these platforms with video. Because they haven't created a way for music licensing to do it yet on Facebook or YouTube for us.
Actually, they haven't figured out a way to charge you twice for
You guys really sound good on the video. I got to tell you that right now.
So listen to hrrnrocks.com. Listen and click, or click to listen to, you know what I mean. And damn listen live link. That's what I meant to say. And that's what you'll hear, like the next music coming up, like Veilside from Chicago,
Down
and numerous
stems
others.
and seeds again.com.
And not only do we play the little guys, we play the big mainstream guys too. That's what we do. We are the Hard Rock Radio Network because we want to level the playing field between those big guys, Megadeth and all them, and the little guys like Veilside. So that's why we're here. Sounds good, doesn't it?
For our mics are
Yeah.
hey,
they're back.
No, that sounds great.
A little technical glitch on my part there.
Yeah.
That's why I always go back and try to pull out those bands from the crazy weird corners of the 80s and 90s that nobody heard. Like we play the Mentors, Junkyard. We need to play a little Black Label Society though today. That's what I'm thinking.
Zach Wild.
We need a little bit of that today. We need a little something.
Black Label Society coming up on hrrnrocks.com soon too. So join us. Listen to God damn, I can't even speak today. Join us on the audio stream.
It's a full moon.
hrrnrocks.com. God, I'm just
815-495-5070. Studio, text, call, voice line. Call us up. You want to be on the radio? Hey, get in here, call us up. Be like, hey, you stupid motherfucking porch honkies. What are you doing? 815
whatever you just said.
495-5070. Who's going to call us up? Somebody. I dare you to.
hrrnrocks.com. That's where it's at. And Veilside coming up right after this. But you're not going to hear it on, if you're watching us on your screen, you're not going to hear it because it's illegal.
They'll hear it soon everywhere, though.
They'll be coming.
They'll be getting down there.
The men in